Hello guys again, Red Robin back at you again with another Spec Ops The Line part 9, sorry. And we just left off where something bad's just happened. If you want to find out what happened at the end of part 8, then you feel free to have a look at what happened and basically come back when you've watched that part, and we'll carry on from there. And not in the best moods as with what's happened, but I guess we just have to try and carry on. Better have been a grenade, that. Right. Jesus.
Get out of my house! I said get out! There's our exit.
Right.
About damn time.
A line held.
Right! Run, you fucking coward!
If you're listening, Colonel, here's what happens now. I'm gonna kill every last one of your men, and then I'm gonna kill you. Sergeant Lugo is dead. For that, I will give no quarter. You brought this on yourself. You okay?
Do I look okay to you?
What happened to Lugo isn't our fault.
Don't tell me what I already know. Lugo's blood is on your hands, not mine. Bang.
Conrad deserves to die, you know that.
And what do we deserve?
I think we both know the answer to that.
Let's carry on.
So, how we gonna do this?
Kill everything that fucking moves.
Sounds like a plan.
Code Red. Delta is in the area. The marina has fallen. The whole fucking city has fallen. All engaged are inbound. Everyone be at station. Move!
I'm just gonna go straight in
Here they
first.
come. Get ready.
You ready?
Why not? Shit. No one lives forever.
Delta spotted. Fire.
Let's do this.
They're coming through the underpass. Move on sector 4.
Done.
Got him! Keep him off me for a sec! God damn it! Under heavy fire!
Shit. The frag grenades on there.
Throw it free!
Delta on 1 to tower. Do you
Watch that fucking shotgun!
God damn it!
I'm getting shot.
That's another one!
Yeah, shoot the only guy you got
I
left.
didn't
He's
mean to do
going for it.
that. Look. Shove.
Drop him!
That's what I'm talking about.
HMG! Kill him!
Sure, whatever.
Kill is fucking confirmed!
advancing? Push them back.
Right, we need to keep going.
Pay attention to that shotgun. Hostile is fucking down. Waiting on this fucker to move.
Come on. I know you're probably looking at me in the comments saying, bloody hell, why are you using that same gun over and over again? And it's like, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty damn accurate.
That's what I'm talking about.
Grenade out!
Left side.
Kill is
Coming out of
fucking
the building.
confirmed!
This is slowing him down.
Throw it stinging grenade!
Eyes on that shotgun now.
Big walking, bro.
Forward post. Repeat. They're here.
Lane cover fire. Move up.
He's dead!
Hostile, he's moving. Tapped up.
Fucking Christ.
Can't get a good grenade in there.
Throw it, sticky grenade!
Look away! They're too fucking close! Tango down! No time like the
Sticky
present!
grenade out!
A new achievement called Aim High.
We don't have
Right.
time for this shit! Come on!
Yeah, agreed. With him. What was this?
As an occupying force, it is important to set a good example. As such, please keep in mind the following protocols. Grooming standards are to be kept at all times. No fraternization with civilians of any kind. When off duty, please keep music, etc. at a reasonable volume, so as not to disturb the local population. Absolutely no drugs or stimulants except as provided by medical personnel. Alcohol restricted to 1 beer per soldier per day, with a meal as available. Share time on the putting green or access will be revoked. Each offense will warrant 5 demerits. 5 demerits receives an official warning. 10, 2 weeks hard labor. 15, public flogging. Looting and excessive force are not tolerated and will be met with the strictest punitive measures.
Shit. Let's keep going. Oh shit. What the hell?
Don't let Delta reach that gate! Light them up, now!
Willie Pete!
So Willie Pete. Oh shit.
Down!
Welcome to Hell, Walker. We've been waiting for you.
Whoa!
Walker, what are you doing? What the fuck? Walker, we need to take out that mortar!
Another shot from that mortar and we're fucking dead!
Use that RPG to take it out! I'll keep these guys busy!
Keep him off me for a sec!
Right.
Mortar down!
Save that for now in case we didn't need it. Shit.
You better watch
Gotta
that
take out
fucking
that
shotgun!
nest!
Charging head on is suicide! Let's make for that cover on the left! I'm getting chewed up over here!
Keep him off me for a
Christ,
sec!
what's going on here?
Flash these sons of bitches!
Another! Gotta go!
Tango's moving, eyes wide.
Didn't know what Willie Pete was, and I think I've got
Move
what
up!
it is now.
But watch that fucking turret!
Shit.
God damn it!
This ain't worth it! Break it off!
That's one! Fuck! Another turret!
We need to cross over to the right! Run for it! He's going for it! Turret's got us locked down! Flank to the right! This ain't worth it! Break it off!
Closing on the outpost. Run them down.
Pay attention, goddammit!
Sticky out!
I'm getting chewed up over here! Gotta go!
Whoa!
Now get on that turret!
Eyes wide. Flanking position, now.
This idiot's wide open!
Frag out!
Coming!
Walker, get to that fucking turret!
Shit.
He's going for it!
Reloading! Keep him off me!
I'll try and flank him. Cover me.
Flash! No!
Take cover! Walker!
God, this son of a bitch!
They're almost at the gate! Suit up!
I've got you covered.
Got those guys rounded them for a second.
Grenade out! Kill is fucking confirmed!
I'll try and flank
Come
him.
and watch that fucking shotgun!
Incoming!
Man, this is slowing me down!
He's going for it! Wake the fuck up, Walker! This idiot's wide open!
Who's next?
Advancing on Delta.
I'm getting chewed up over here!
Tapped up.
Christ.
Come on, get up, man.
Get up!
Targets in the open. Engage.
Fuck you!
Count it!
Get down.
He's dead!
Adams, where the hell are you?
Gotta reload! Watch my back!
Whoa!
Shit! Another fucking heavy! Take cover, goddammit!
Hugo!
You out of your fucking mind?
You left me to die!
Shit! Open fire!
Don't you get it? It's all a lie! No! You're no fucking hero! I tried to save you! You can't save anyone! I tried! This is all... The only villain here
We should
is
keep
you,
moving.
Walker.
They'll be on us soon.
There's only you.
Reloading.
This idiot's wide open!
Fucking hallucinating.
I'm getting chewed up over here!
I'm coming.
There's more inside.
Not for long!
On that door.
Gotta go!
Kill them all!
On the move. Cover me.
Enemy down!
Reloading.
Frag out!
Roger that. Moving to flank.
Got another!
Jesus Christ. Done. Right. Let's get up there.
I'm tired of these fucking heavies!
HMG! Kill him! Got the son of a bitch!
Count it!
Fucking
Wow,
finally!
this is awful.
Throwing frag! You hear that?
Okay, reloading.
Man. Right.
Shit! Here
Go
they
on, let's keep
come!
going.
They're pinned down on top of the gatehouse! Move in!
Shit, we gotta get out of here. Just get inside.
It's over! We have you surrounded! Lay down your weapons!
Fuck you! Just shoot me! I'm standing right here! Come on!
Secure the building!
Shoot me, goddammit! Fucking shoot me!
Adams, shut the
This is your
hell up.
last chance, Walker. Surrender, or my men will cut you down.
Don't you dare! Well, fuck you then! I didn't come this far to surrender! It's the only way inside that tower. The fuck's sake! Give it up! The mission's over! We failed! Not while I'm still breathing! Fine! Then keep breathing!
Adams, what the hell are you doing, you stupid sod?
Run, motherfucker!
What?
Damn it, Walker! Run!
Am I even controlling this? No, I'm not. It's just the camera. Jesus. Okay, you've seen better days, Martin. He looks not like what he used to look. Like back when we first started the game. It looks nothing like him. Looks a bit like him, but not a great vast amount. Man. Whoa. Huh. Is it just a cutscene, or is this meet him upstairs? Welcome. Chapter 15. All these things are still... Well, I'm not even going to ask that question, actually. What the hell? I got a gun.
Squadron, take it!
It's a memory.
Captain Walker, we're all that's left at the damn 33rd. We surrender, sir. Dubai is yours.
Where is Conrad?
Where he's always been. Upstairs, waiting for you.
Why have I seen your face before? This is insane.
Well done, Walker. You've done what the storm could not. Destroyed the damn 33rd. Do you feel like a hero yet? Please, come in.
The hell's going on?
Now that you're here, I want to ask you a question. What did you think when you arrived in Dubai? When you'd seen what I had done? Did you think it the work of a madman?
Yeah. I thought you'd lost your goddamn mind. Or I hope that's what happened.
Oh, yes. That would have made things easier. But I wasn't that lucky.
You sure about that?
I assure you, I'm as sane as you are, Captain.
Jesus.
I'm upstairs, Walker.
Yeah, I'm coming. Jesus. That bloody hell, it's...
When you're done rifling through my things, please
I'm not
join
rifling
me.
through your thing. Shut the hell up, you daft sod. Is he up there, or...?
Let's not prolong this any more than we have to. When you're ready, there's something up here I'd like to show you.
I've been forgetting when I am. You should know. You're always there. And keep repeating. The next time. Next time. You won't. I hate this lie the most. Mostly I just hate the want.
Is it me, or did that sound like a mix-up between Conrad and him? Like, I could hear bits of Nolan North's voice in there. And Nolan North's the guy who's voicing him, but I don't know if he's voicing Conrad. This is weird. Not gonna lie, this feels like it's coming to a close pretty damn quick. Oh.
No matter how hard I tried, I never could escape the reality of what happened here. That was my downfall.
Jesus.
There. Finished. I hope you like it.
What the hell is going on?
Your eyes are opening for the first time.
What's that supposed to mean?
It hurts, doesn't it? Go on. What do you think?
You did this.
No, you did. Your orders killed 47 innocent people.
What?
Someone has to pay for your crimes, Walker. Who's it going to be?
He's not talking about back at the gate.
John? Is that you?
You tell me.
I'm done playing games, John.
I assure you, this is no game.
Why do you go over there that quick? John? The hell? That's...
It seems that reports of my survival have been greatly exaggerated.
This isn't possible.
Oh, I assure you, it is.
How?
Not how. Why? You were never meant to come here.
We have our orders. Leave the city, radio command from outside the storm wall. They send in the cavalry, we go home.
What happened here was out of my control.
Was it? None of this would have happened if you'd just stopped. But on you marched. And for what?
We tried to save you.
You're no savior. Your talents lie elsewhere.
This is your fault, goddammit!
Stop right there, Lugo.
He wouldn't listen!
We didn't have a choice!
He turned us into fucking killers!
This isn't my fault.
It takes a strong man to deny what's right in front of him. And if the truth is undeniable, you create your own.
What the hell happened?
I don't know, he just stopped moving.
Walker, snap out of it!
I get it. We have to choose.
The truth, Walker, is that you're here because you wanted to feel like something you're not. A hero.
Lugo!
You left me to die!
I'm here because you can't accept what you've done. It broke you.
Colonel? Colonel, please.
What's going on, Walker?
It's Conrad. He did it. All of it.
You needed someone to blame, so you cast it on me. A dead man. I know the truth is hard to hear, Walker, but it's time. You're all that's left, and we can't live this lie forever. I'm going to count to 5, then I'm pulling the trigger.
You're not real. This is all in my head.
Are you sure? Maybe it's in mine. 1.
No. Everything. All this. It was your fault.
If that's what you believe, then shoot me. 2.
I didn't mean to hurt anybody.
No one ever does, Walker. 3. It takes a strong man to deny what's in front of you.
Stronger than you were.
Whatever you say, Walker. No matter what happens next, don't be too hard on yourself. Even now, after all you've done, you can still go home. Lucky you.
What now, sir?
Huh?
The men are asking. What do we do now?
we complete our mission.
And what mission would that be, sir?
Just get me a goddamn radio. This is Captain Martin Walker, requesting immediate evacuation of Dubai. Survivors. One too many.
Too late, the hero boot, and we were soldiers. Holy shit. So, right, we can put this out there now that Conrad was dead from the beginning. Looks like it anyway. Looks like he was dead from the beginning. Let's just skip the credits because I want to get past the music bit. The hell? Is this the rest of the army or is this someone else? That's Martin's thinking of.
Commander, this is Falcon 1. I think we found him. Captain Walker.
He's armed!
It's okay. Hold your fire.
I don't understand. What's he doing?
Look at his eyes. Something's not right.
Captain Walker, we are here to help. But first, I need you to lay down your weapon.
He's not complying.
He's shell-shocked. Give him a second.
So...
Just hand me your weapon, Captain. We're here to take you home.
Can he even hear you?
Quiet! Captain?
I think it's time I go home.
It's over. Time to go home.
You know, Captain, we drove through this whole city to find you. We saw things. You don't mind me asking, what was it like? How'd you survive all this?
Who said I did?
Whoa. And there you have it. And the American anthem still, the USA anthem still going in the background. That's insane. So Conrad was dead all along, and with the sound of it, Walker seemed to have got himself on this mission. He put it on himself rather than being ordered to do it by his commanders or anything. That's what I'm getting anyway. And as they were going through, Conrad said something that you could have put an end to all this if he just stopped. You see, I noticed that all the way through, that he wasn't stopping. He wasn't stopping to think, hold on, this is wrong, I need to stop now, radio back and tell him what's going on. And Conrad was right on one thing, that that kind of Martin was essentially trying to be a hero, which is what. But the thing is, Martin's us. He's the player to us. We're the player of him. We are basically living his life through the actions we have to take with him. So, in a way, is that kind of talking to us directly? Like, we wanted to be the heroes of the game, or... I don't know, it's really strange. Really, really strange. And I probably will have got that wrong about the whole thing with Conrad and him going in his own way, so to speak, with Martin and his team. blooding doing all this by himself and not thinking about it. And you know the funny thing was, you know when you said there were people that were the last of the damn 33rd. Were they just figments of his imagination as well? Because that's what I'm guessing from this already. I don't know. But honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed the game. It's I think coming back to it and playing it again after all this time. I think it's definitely stood the test of time. I personally think. I think it's one of them games that's really done well, and it's one of those games that comes round and it kind of flips the whole first person shooter part on its head completely. In terms of the narrative and the gameplay structure as well. Gameplay is pretty simple when it comes down to it, because you can look at it as it's a bit like Gears of War in a way, but yeah, fair enough, but it still flips the whole thing entirely on its head. And the changes that you go throughout the game is absolutely nuts. I did not expect that to go down as well as that has already. I didn't expect it to go... I actually did not expect to get this game finished today, which I'm very surprised with. Take in mind, by the time you probably see this, parts 5 through to... what are we on? Parts 5 through this one being number 9 will have been released. But I actually recorded this when part 4 was released. So this is about a week after part 4 was released. So this has been something quite different to go through this now and actually get this finished. I didn't plan on getting it finished. I was only hoping to do about 4 parts, and I've ended up doing 5 instead. And yeah, really surprised at this. Really, really surprised. It's definitely stood the test of time, big time. And I think that if anyone's looking into getting this and playing it, well, if you've not watched this already, I would definitely suggest. I'd definitely suggest picking up in the sale. Definitely. If anything, you can always try G2A.com and see if you can pick it up on there. I picked this up off of G2A.com. I think I paid like £1.60 or something like that, and then an extra 50 something p on top of that for VAT. I think it was right enough for what it was. And to be honest, I'm glad I have played it now. And I'm glad I've actually recorded it, because I'm still kind of I want to say shocked, but I'm kind of surprised as well at the ending of that, because there's so many ways that could have gone. Because that bit when you were staring at the mirror, where Martin was staring at the mirror, and you had Conrad on one side and Martin on the other, it basically gave me the option to pull the trigger, which is what I did. I pulled the trigger on him, but if I'd have waited any longer, I wonder what would have happened. And it's the same thing with the soldier that came at the end just then. If I actually turned around and did not give them a gun and actually if I stood there and did nothing, would they have killed me, or would they have took the gun anyway? Or if I turned around on them and shot them, what would have happened if 1, if I died, or 2, if I killed them all? That's the thing, and there's all these different outcomes, and I think it deserves a bit of a going over to see what could have happened. But I'm not going to really do that. I think I'm going to stick with the ending that I've gone for, and this is something that I think personally, I think I made the right choice. But there's a lot of things. I don't know. There's a lot of things I still want to talk about, but I think it's one of them where I have to kind of sit down and compose myself and try and think about what's going on. I'll understand that there's plenty of theories out there about this story and how, and other different interpretations of the whole thing, which is something I might be looking into a bit more now that I've played this and got to that point. I think there are different interpretations of this, of how it all worked and how it all happened from start to finish, but without kind of spoiling anything further, I think I can warrant watching these particular different perspectives on the whole thing. But yeah, altogether, I'm not gonna lie, great game. Definitely flipped everything on its head. I'd say it was a good solid 8 out of 10. I won't call it a 9. I'd say it was a good 8, about a good 8. Maybe if I wanted to be picky, it'd be 7.5 to 8 out of 10. But yeah, well worth it. Story was pretty cool. The voice acting was spot on. But honestly, job well done to Nolan North. Really well done. Narrative was great. The gameplay was simple, but again, it's the simplicity, but it's effective at the same time. It doesn't have to be too complicated. You don't have to have 16 umpteen, like 30, 50 odd buttons. You know what I mean? It's and it wasn't one of those games that was heavy on like cutscene interactive cutscenes. You didn't have to have pressing one button and wiggling the fucking joystick every 15 seconds. You know what I mean? It was different. There were a couple of prompts here and there that I could have done with being taken off, but after like a while of getting used to the gameplay. But again, there was a few times where I kind of forgot which button was what, and which that did kind of help in a way. Bugs and stuff. Apart from that bug that was on the rooftop where you were on the minigun and the helicopter. After having to reload the checkpoint twice, I think it was finished. It was done in the end, but at the same time, it was one of them where I think it could have been done better. That could have just been something that happens every now and again, and probably not enough times for people to notice it. But again, it still kind of took me a bit out of the immersion where I had to keep reloading the same checkpoint again and again. But apart from that, I was happy with that. Game, happy with it. The levels were. I want to say something about the linear of this game. I can understand it's got to be very linear to tell a story like this, and I can understand that straight away. But there was a couple of times where the maps were too claustrophobic in a way. They got to the point where there was not enough kind of areas to move without being you know what I mean, without being too much ribbed in. If I'm gonna be honest, they could have had like a multiple way system in there where they could have, if you wanted to go this way, you could also go this way or this way, but you'd end up at the same outcome. With those kind of maps, it could have worked, but there's a lot of times where it felt like I was just going down a one-track pony, and I was basically jumping from cover to cover all the time, and I found that a little bit nauseating at times. Could the game have done with a roll mechanic where you could just roll out the way and get into a cover quicker? Yes, I think that could have been more effective, but then again, you are going into more of the Gears of War territory there, so I can understand if they didn't put that in, and possibly why they didn't take it out. It's probably not the case, but it's I'm kind of glad at the same time that it's not there in a way. It kind of makes it that bit more tougher. And for playtime, I think overall, it's been about. I think I've done maybe 5-6 hours on this, maybe altogether. And I think overall, good game, good for its money. Stands test of time, to be honest with you. Narrative's great, gameplay's great, voice acting's great. The character models were actually weren't too bad. The contrast between the beginning character models, what you started off with, and then seeing the character models at the end of Martin, Adams, and Lugo, and all the others, like seeing them deteriorate from A to B, all the way to Z. It's I was really surprised and quite shocked at the end, because there was a lot of things that I looked at the character, not at that one scene but the one before, where one side of his face is just absolute black of like bits of blood and dried up blood and bits of all sorts, and it's like bloody hellfire. It's really quite it's quite harrowing, I'm not gonna lie, but it's one of them that it's effective to do that, and I find a lot of games don't do that. They don't do that progression of character throughout the entire game. They do it for being friends with people and stuff like that, like the friendships grow bigger and they get more stronger, but in terms of character models changing as they go, they don't do that as effectively. There's some games which they have, but not all of them have done it as effectively as what I think this has done, and especially in such a drastic way as well. Of course this is fiction, but at the same time it's kind of like they could have gone down non-fiction terms of how they could have changed the characters different ways. The guy who commented saying that to turn up the voice in this game, I think spot on for comment, honestly. I think he's really spot on with that comment, because I understood why he said that. There's a lot of moments where Martin had changed his... it went from being professional to being an outright monster at times, and I found that kind of surprising, and that's what I mean about the game flipping itself on its head. There was a few times where Lugo and Adams were doing the same thing. They were kind of switching different ways of saying things, like saying, instead of saying like man down, they were coming out saying got that fucker, you know what I mean, all this kind of stuff, and it changed up completely differently, and I think that's what gave these characters a bit more of a, well, it gave them more character in a way. And if I had to be honest, really well done, and I'm going to shut the hell up now because I'm going to keep going on and on about this, about the ending and everything. So if you like this overall playthrough, let me know in the comments below, and also hit the like on this button, hit the like button if you like this, share this with your friends, and yeah, if you like this, honestly, hit that like button as much as you bloody want to. And yeah, this has been Red Robin. I've enjoyed this game to death, and yeah, I'll see you all next time. See you in the next video. Watch what you're all doing, and yeah, cheers, thanks.